Christians, where are your gods? Or where is your God? The Fulani killer headsmen commit blasphemy as they kill the Christians in Plateau State, Benue, and the other regions in that so-called Nigeria. Where is your God? Oh, where are your gods? Fellow Biafrans, follow me in this one. I want you to listen to what happened to our brothers in Plateau State. When we complain, when we speak about these things, they say, no, forget what is happening. Only blame the Igbos. Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Lock him up, throw away the keys. Simon Ekpa is a killer of his people. Blame Simon Ekpa for what is happening in Nigeria. Blame Nnamdi Kanu for trying to destroy Nigeria, while the headsmen are busy doing what they are doing. Fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Biafra Superstars Media, and I want you to follow me in this analysis. Watch this.
A ranar muna barci da dare karfe 12 sai ga Fulani sun zo sun rufe mu suna kashe.
So what she said is they were sleeping in the night and Fulani headsmen came in the night and were killing them and burning their houses.
How did she know it was Fulani headsmen? Has she seen them before? Okay. How was she able to recognize them?
Listen.
Where I can get central Fulani.
Don sun zo suna ta yarensu, suna ta barazana, suna ta yarensu wai ina Allah mu ya soka ya cece mu, yau za su kashe mu, za su gama mu. Ranar sun kashe mu yayana guda 3 mai shekara 14 sun cire shi sun yanka shi a kofa, mai shekara 10 sun kone shi a daki, mai shekara 2 namiji sun kashe shi sun kone shi a daki, sai ga mai gidana sun kashe shi. Ranar su yi mana kone-kone kawai suna ta magana yaren Fulani, suna ce ina Allahnku, Allah ya soko ya cece ku, yau za mu kashe ku, suna ta magana.
What she said is that night they came and they were speaking their language, dialect, and after speaking their dialects, they said, where is your God? They are going to kill you today, we are going to kill you today, we are going to burn your houses. They killed her 3 sons. Okay. One 14 years, one 10, and the last one is 2 years, while they killed her husband too, and they burned their houses, and that's why she is having these bonds.
Take it back. Listen to the last statement there. Listen to the last statement before I start.
Today, we are going to kill you today, we are going to burn your houses.
Listen.
They killed her 3 sons. Okay. One 14 years, one 10, and the last one is 2 years, while they killed her husband too.
Hold it there. They killed her 3 sons, ages 14, 12, and 2 years. And they killed her husband too. They spared her life and her daughter's life because they are the spoils of war. Yesterday I was discussing Islamification. The male child are not spared. In jihad, in the war against the so-called infidels, the male child, the males, the men are not spared. So from what we've just listened to now, through this eyewitness account, it is clear that the strategy of these people, these terrorists, is to annihilate the whole man, the male child, in the community, in the villages, in the towns, and you name it. The same thing they are doing in Biafra land, where they come and they kill the male children, the male child, the males, the young men, teenagers, young boys. They claim they are IPOB. They put the tag IPOB just to kill off the male child, because they know the women can always be used as bounty, the spoils of war. Even in your Quran, in your Bible, in most cases, Your God will say, okay, you can take the women. If they fit your description, if they tickle your fancy, you can marry them. Fellow Biafrans, this last statement here, this is the plan of the caliphate. Because I keep on wondering what is going on. They'll see a newborn baby boy, a 1-year-old boy. They will put a machete on the head, split the head of a young boy, a child, an infant. And I ask myself, what has that 2-year-old boy done to deserve his head being split into two? His head being cut off, being chopped down, being hacked till the white meat is showing inside. You've just heard it. This lady, she is not stronger than the husband. The daughter in her arms is not stronger than the other sons. But they have an assignment. Those coming to Islamize Nigeria, they have an assignment. The only way you can subjugate a land, a community, a people, is to destroy the male child in that community. Most of you watch this, even the media, they didn't catch this. They heard the story and they felt, oh, it's just normal. Or they just came to kill people. No. It is a deliberate tactics. These are one of the strategies used to Islamize, because they know the women are always, they are very, very weak when it comes to war. Even in slavery, during those days, when a slave tries to run away, they will beat and whip that slave in the presence of his husband or mother. Even the mothers that are pregnant, they bring them out at the front line to watch that slave being beaten black and blue till death. That way, even the baby in the womb will get the message to be submissive. So what you see happening in Plateau State, Benue, Middle Belt, even in Yoruba land, we saw the video of the man whose hands were chopped off. Today, nobody from the Yoruba, no media has taken their time to discuss that video. I believe apart from Koiki media, I'm not sure any other Yoruba personnel has taken their time to discuss what is happening in Yoruba land. At this point, all I want to say is, in the case of Deborah, they say, oh, she committed blasphemy, as they said. A girl who passed an exam and all she did was thank Jesus. Her colleagues, they failed. The northern Muslims in her class, they failed the exam. And they asked her, how come you passed this exam, on their WhatsApp chats? And she said, oh, thank God, she studied very, very well. And she prayed to Jesus. And at the end, Jesus helped her to pass her exam. Jesus, the Son of God, helped her to pass her exams. And because she said Jesus is the Son of God, they said she has committed blasphemy. And the rest was history. They came, she was lynched, she ran away to the office of the teachers. The mob still went there to pull her out. Beat her black and blue, stoned her until she was unconscious. Then they took fuel and matches to lit her up, burn her till death. And you all know, while the fire was burning her, she was still half dead. So imagine the trauma, the pain, the agony that girl went through. All in the guys that they said, oh, she was being, she insulted their prophet. A girl that thanked Jesus for passing the exam, they turned it around and said, oh, it's a blasphemy. But today, while they are killing you, they are asking you, where is your God to come and save you? We have come to Islamize you. We have come to take over your land. Where is your God? Huh? God, my God, have mercy. But somehow they still blame us in that so-called Nigeria. They say blame the Igbos. The Igbos are the problems. To the Yorubas, till this day, you allow foreigners that came to your land. Those that have the DNA of Alimi, you know what I mean. In the story of Afonja and Alimi, those that have the DNA of Alimi came to your land and they told you to blame Igbos. We told you there is fire on the mountain, but you said no, blame the Igbos. The Igbos must be blamed. The Igbos are your problem. The Igbos have come to steal Lagos. We have come to take over Lagos. That's the story. That's the cry. That's the yearnings. That's the assumptions being made by the Yorubas. And slowly the enemy, the real enemy, the wolf in sheep clothing, is busy Islamizing you, taking over your land, bringing in Sharia in your land, cajoling you and your leaders, your politicians to sign an MOU for their cows to come to the land of Yoruba to eat the grass of Yoruba land. And somehow the Yorubas, you assume everything is fine. They are cool with you. They have no problems with you. Let us blame the Igbos. Let's play the role of a coward and blame the Igbos. We know the aggressors are the caliphate coming to take our land. But if we do politics with them, if they become president and we become vice, or vice versa, that's where we are doing politics. We are still in the hem of power. When we are president, we choose them as vice presidents. And when they are president of Nigeria, they choose us as their vice. Even in some situations, if the person from the Yoruba side is a Muslim, we can still go for the north and choose a Muslim there and call it a Muslim ticket. And that way, we blame the Igbos, we suppress them, we tell them they cannot vote. And somehow, the Fulani will love us. They will see us as allies, as friends, and the mutual understanding we have from the days of Afonja and Alimi will keep on waxing strong. To the Yorubas, I keep on calling you guys because I love you guys to an extent. I swear to God and man, if I had no affinity for you guys, I will keep my mouth shut in the affairs of the Yorubas. But I have lived with you. I know your culture. I know you people are welcoming people. I know you people are good people. But you've allowed foreigners. You've allowed foreigners to come amongst you and claim they are the ones doing politics on your behalf. You've allowed the caliphate to choose the worst amongst you to become your politicians and lead you. And today, you are caught in a quagmire. That the moment you are thinking right and they say, Yoruba, Ronu, suddenly you turn a new leaf. A remote control switch in your brain and you start saying, blame the Igbos. The Igbos are the problem. Don't trust the Igbos. And Eze spoke about the destruction of properties in Lagos, and the Lagos state governor deems it fit to call him a terrorist and locked him up for 2 years. Fellow Biafrans, I know I keep on speaking about the Yorubas, but I know that if they do what is right, stand up for their right, fight for their freedom, then this freedom that we need would have come since yesterday. Because it makes no sense that the so-called tripod, Wazobia, the tripod that hold or upheld that zoo called Nigeria, it makes no sense that only the Igbos are doing what is right. We are fighting, speaking out, but the others keep on saying they are doing politics. They go with the flow of their politicians. They don't understand that slowly and steadily the caliphate are coming to enslave them. They can't see that on the wall. The handwriting is on the wall, but they pretend not to understand what's going on. They can't see that they are being enslaved in Nigeria. To the Yorubas, slowly you are losing ground. You are losing your states. You are losing your territory. Slowly, you are being enslaved in Nigeria. But you assume you are free. As the great Harriet Tubman said in America, during her sojourn in the Underground Railway, where she was emancipating the slaves, she said, and I quote, "I was able to free 1,000 slaves, but I would have able to free 1,000 more, or 10,000 more, I believe she said, if only they knew they were slaves." Let those words sink into your mind. A woman that took the risk to go through the channels, the tunnels of the Underground Railroad in America, a black woman and her team, they lay ambush in the night, in the train, the railways. Then when the so-called masses have gone to bed, they go into the plantation to free the slaves in those plantations. But in the process of liberating them, in the process of saying, "Hey, come with us. You'll be free now. Come with us. Don't make noise. Carry your children. Come with us. There's a path we'll take down to the Underground Railroad. We take you there. We keep you there. Then by 6 a.m., a truck is coming that will take us down to Mississippi or wherever." In that process, some will say, "No, me love Massa. I love Master. Massa good. Me love Massa. Massa good. Me no go. Massa good. I won't go. I love my master. I have a partnership with my master. I love my master and my master loves me. I know the voice of my master. When he calls me, I will obey. Master is good. I pray for master as they pray for Nigeria. Master is good. Nigeria go better. God bless Massa. God bless the children of Massa. God bless the household of Massa. As they say, God bless Nigeria. God bless the police. God bless the army. Nigeria go better. I want you all to understand the psychology of those that say they believe in Nigeria. Before your eyes, you've heard the story of what this woman went through, the testimony from her mouth. How her husband and 3 sons were made unalived by the Fulani terrorists. Those they call herdsmen. Those they call, the farmers and herders clash. Those they call kidnappers. People that are coming to implement the instructions of Usman Dan Fodio. The blueprint of Usman Dan Fodio. But some of you say, no, it's politics. Don't mind the Igbos. They want to help Peter Obi. Those who are doing the Biafra, I want Biafra. Am I trust one? The Yorubas will say, I want Biafra. Am I trust one? Peter Obi ni wọ́n fẹ́ fún power. One share politics. Am I trust one? Simon Ekpa, he's working for Peter Obi. Nnamdi Kanu, he's working for Peter Obi. Don't trust them. They want to trick us. The Igbos, they want to trick us. I want Biafra. They are working for Peter Obi, so we too, we will do a rally. We will act like we want to leave Nigeria, but we are working for Tinubu. We will tell Tinubu, we know if they don't allow Tinubu to become president, we shall go away. So that way, the Fulani cabal, their hands will be tied and they will allow Tinubu to become president. Àwa ló kàn, Yorùbá ló kàn, Tinubu ló kàn, Ronú, Yorùbá ronú. This is the problem. The fundamental problem. That a people that your lands are slowly taken away from you. At least in the case of the Biafrans, the eastern region, what they are doing is they are creating states and cutting us off, and they've now left the heartbeat of Biafra to be called Southeast, the so-called 5 states. But in the case of the Yorubas, the Fulanis are coming to take over your land. And slowly they want to do the same thing now to us, the Biafrans. We know they are coming. But today as we speak, Kwara State is gone. Kogi State is gone. These are Yoruba states. The real Oyo was in Kwara. During the time of Afonja and Alimi, the real Oyo, the emir left. He went, oh my God, he went on exile now. This place they call Oyo is just a newly found place. Like you have England and New England. When Alimi and Afonja were killing those people, the indigents of that land, they migrated and created a new Oyo. Ask the Yorubas to tell you this. Kwara State is the heartbeat of the Yorubas. Quote me anywhere. The Fulani came and they took the heartbeat of the Yorubas. The foundation. The place where Oduduwa landed. Let me not go there. Today, I want to call out on everybody to understand that what we the Biafrans are doing, we are speaking this way because we can read the handwriting on the wall. Yes, it may have been written in a foreign language, but we know. We can read it. We can decipher it. We know what they are coming with is Islamization. We know what they are coming with is Islamification, the tenets of Islam. They want you to feel comfortable with Islam. Islamification, the process where over time, the culture, the norms, the religion, the religious norms, ethics, way of life will now be accepted by those who are not Muslims. It's happening in that so-called Nigeria. Right now, doing fasting now, going forward. If you are fasting for 30 days, the schools will be shut down for 30 days. There are some areas the women cannot wear trousers. You know I'm speaking the truth. There is now a war on the hairstyle of men and women. You know I'm speaking the truth. There is a war on drinking alcohol. You are a Christian. You have a bar, a nightclub or whatever selling alcohol in the north. It's a problem. There is a problem. Islamification, whereby suddenly it is now haram for a non-Muslim to sell alcohol, to drink spirits in the public. Islamification. Over time, you will accept it as a norm. And that's when they will now grab you in the jugular. So what you see happening right now in Nigeria is the slow but steady rise of Islamization. They are coming for your lands. They will take your lands. The men and young boys and whatever will be killed. The male child will not be spared. And before you know it, the women will succumb. They will marry them off. Culturally, one man can marry 20 women. They will marry them off, put their seed in them. And when those kids grow up, they will bear the surname. The surname of the foreigner. The DNA of the foreigner. For the last time, I want us to please listen again to what this lady said. Her testimony. In the media, they were asking her, how did you know they were Fulani headsmen? They're always scared, When they hear that name, they panic. They think about their TV license. They think about the government coming to shut down their TV stations. I don't blame them. Their hands are tied. They are not free, but they pretend, that they have a free media in Nigeria. I said the media is free, but everywhere on chains. That's the irony of life. The media in Nigeria is free, but everywhere on chains. Their hands and feet are chained in manacles. So they ain't really free. The only time they are free is when they are speaking about the Igbos. When they speak about the IPOB, they are quick to name, the terrorist group, the proscribed IPOB, proscribed. 80 million people proscribed. 80 million Biafrans proscribed. The Yoruba media will be so proud and quick to spew it out in the media. And Nnamdi Kanu is in court. He's the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. You proscribe a nation. The Fulani caliphate, they say they have proscribed a nation. And the Yoruba media, God have mercy. Hey! Oh, God have mercy. People like this kind of cowardice nature, I have never seen it in my life before. A coward will die 1,000 times. I keep saying it. You skip to these animals, foreigners who came. And slowly now you are speaking their language. You are speaking their language slowly. You are worshiping their God slowly. You have left your traditional system, your Ifa system, your spirituality. The Yorubas, you have left it. Now you are worshiping the moon god. You are worshiping the God of those coming to Islamize you. Sharia is now in your land. Keep on flirting with fire and you will get burnt. Sharia is now in your land. And I heard somehow that there is now a sultan in Lagos. An emir in Lagos. Man, let me leave those guys alone, because sometimes I feel like I'm talking to a dead people. They have eyes, but they cannot see. They have ears, but they refuse to listen. They blame the Igbo. I want Igbo. What is there? Iyashukudi, Igbo. Igbo. What has the Igbo done to you? Name me one Igbo man that took a gun to steal your land. Name me one Igbo man that came to rape your women and steal your, name me one. Name me one. Just name me one. That came to drop bomb, that chop heads of your farmers in your village. That came to, Igbolize you, as you all want to say. The Igbos, they've come. Why are you worried about the Igbos? What you do, Igbo? Okoro? You change everything about us. You see the enemy. You see the fire coming. You see the bully in the class, but you turn around. The young boy who is trying to fight the bully, who is fending up the bully. You are facing that one and you are attacking that one. You are blackmailing him. But before your eyes, slowly they are coming. They are in Plateau. They are in Benue. They've gotten to where? Oyo State. Osun State. They are coming to the Yorubas. Even there is IGP Camp in Ogun State as we speak. The state of Mayegun. He won't speak about that one. Today as we speak, there is IGP Camp in Ogun State. The state of Mayegun, the general. He will not speak about that one. But that fool will say, Simon Ekpa is a killer of his people. To the Igbos, focus on Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa is a bully. He's a killer of his people. At this point, my people, let's just take it back one more time and hear this woman's story. I came for this woman's story. Listen.
Karfe 12 sai ga Fulani sun zo sun rufe mu suna kashe.
So what she said is they were sleeping in the night and Fulani herdsmen came in the night and were killing them and burning their houses.
How did she know it was Fulani herdsmen?
Yeah, now how did she know it was the Fulani herdsmen? The media will always ask that question. They were sleeping in the night. The Fulani herdsmen came. They burned their house and they were killing people. And she's asking the obvious, how do you know they are Fulani herdsmen? Nigerian media. Now who doing this thing? But when they say, oh, IPOB, they've done something, nobody will ask, how do you know they're IPOB? I'll be yearning, dying for you guys to ask those questions. You won't ask it. And now the kind was kidnapped from Kenya. None of you to this day asked that government or oh my God, I have messed. It is so painful. Till this day, they've not asked how and why was this man brought to Nigeria. Where are the documents? Where are the extradition documents from Kenya? What court signed it off for Nnamdi Kanu to be brought back to Nigeria? They won't ask the how and why. But once they hear the Fulani herdsmen, hey, how are you sure? How? Uromi, you saw what happened? Oh, no, they are hunters. People with weapons. No, they are hunters now. They came from Port Harcourt. They went to, and they are going to Kano for their Hajj. They are hunters. People with concealed weapons. Even the president of that zoo came out and said, I want all those who are involved to be brought to book. Not only that, the governor of that state ran that same night to the north to go and bow down. This is the problem I have. You guys see the problem, but you pretend as if everything is fine. The moment that real issue is being held, the moment the bully is being called out, you go and you prostrate to the bully. You bow down. You buy the bully biscuits. They buy the bully sweet and biscuit. And I remember one time, the bully in the class tried to mess up with my food, and I told my parents at home, because the resident kids, they are scared to speak, to even tell their parents. The bully will make you to be scared. You become submissive to the bully. But me, I said, no. I told my parents what was happening. But guess what? My parents came to school and the teacher acted so naive. Said, really? It's happening here? Students, is it true that Lekon tried to steal this guy's food? Everybody in the class said, no, it's a liar. It's a liar. He didn't do it. Those being oppressed by the bully, they spoke on behalf of the bully. Even my mother was shocked. Are you saying my son is lying? He's always joking. Don't mind him. Lekon, Lekon did not touch his food. The bully did not touch my food. This is the problem. This lady came in her ordeal. She lost her husband and 3 sons. And she was narrating what happened. And they said, no, how are you sure it is the Fulani herdsmen? God have mercy. Hey! A coward will die 1,000 deaths before facing the real death. A coward will die 1,000 deaths. How are you sure they were Fulani herdsmen? How are you sure? But in the so-called Southeast, when anything happened, oh, is IPOB? Nobody asks the police how they know. Nobody will ask the DSS. IPOB, Simon Ekpa boys. That's all. They take it as first-hand account. They went to Finland to blackmail Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is the killer of his people. A man in faraway Finland. They all came under one voice and said, Simon Ekpa is the killer of his people. But now a woman giving you first-hand account. Oh my God, Nigeria. Hey, God have mercy. God have mercy. See the scars on her face, on her body. Proof, pain, agony, she is still healing. Her daughter is even still healing. But they asked her, how are you sure? How you take the day short down Fulani? How are you sure? That's the media for you. They conceal everything. They conceal everything. But mention the Igbos, mention Biafra, mention Simon Ekpa, it becomes a problem. Mention IPOB, it becomes a problem. God have mercy, man. The pain, I cannot fathom this in my brain. I cannot be, I cannot rationalize how a people would be like this. That even their media have been caged this way. They have caged in their media. They are scared of a foreigner. It was Wazobia, Wa for Yoruba, Zo for Hausa, Bia for Igbo. There was no Fulani back then in the so-called creation of that zoo called Nigeria. The tripod was Wazobia. The standing tripod was Wazobia. But today, the Yorubas, you have fallen back. You are leaning with a foreigner. You are responsible for Nigeria being one. To the Yorubas, I will tell you to your face, you guys are responsible for Nigeria still standing, still hanging in one leg. You guys are responsible. Because you have allowed the criminals amongst you, the worst amongst you, to be your leaders. And you guys don't denounce them. That's the problem. A criminal, a drug man, somebody wanted in America. A drug man. A baron, a drug baron. Do you know what drugs does to people? Do you know the effects of hard drugs on people? That's the person you guys are supporting. Do you know how many lives have been ruined by somebody being a baron, not a peddler, not a mule, a baron? Man, you guys, man, it disgusts me. Cowards. I beg, I'll continue, I beg.
I should seen them before. Okay. How was you able to recognize them?
Where are you essential Fulani?
Don sun zo suna ta yarensu, suna ta barazana, suna ta yarensu wai ina Allah mu ya soka ya cece mu yau za su kashe mu za
see our body, fire everywhere, burns everywhere.
Me shekara goma sha.
Even the daughter too.
Cire shi sun yanka shi.
Trauma, shock.
Me shekara goma
sweet Jesus.
Shi a daki. Me shekara biyu namiji sun kashe shi, sun kone shi a daki. Sai ga mai gidana sun kashe shi. Ranar su yi mana kone-kone kawai suna ta magana yaren Fulani, suna ce ina Allahnku, ina Allahnku, Allah ya soko ya cece ku, yau za mu kashe ku. Suna ta magana.
My God.
What you said is that night they came and they were speaking their language, dialect, and after speaking their dialects, they said, where is your God?
That night they came speaking their dialect. After that they said, where is your God? Blasphemy. They are mocking your own God. But you will say, oh, we serve the same God now. It's one God. He can be Christian or Muslim. It's one God. No. There are so many gods out there. When someone says he is the King of Kings, it means the plural there means there are so many kings out there. He is the Lord of Lords. It means there are so many lords out there, but he is the apex Lord. He is the Almighty God. It means there are some gods at different level, at different dimension, at different hierarchy, but he is the Godhead. The Almighty means the Godhead. Godhead. But you are there saying, no, I know, it's still the same God now. You fools. Man, let me just end this one here. Fellow Biafrans, I love you all. I'll end it here. I'll end it here because sometimes we are done talking. I think it is left for us to carry our cross and fight, march towards our freedom. If we die in the process, so be it. At least we die like men fighting, not like cowards that will bury their head in the sand. I may be done speaking to these guys. This tribe that pride themselves, they claim to be the most educated in Nigeria. But when it comes to facing reality, they keep on acting like cowards. Bunch of cowards. This may be my last video speaking to the Yorubas. I'm tired of this nonsense. You say you want your freedom. Come out and fight. Let us fight and end that thing called Nigeria. But you are saying no. There is a way to do it. There is a way to do it now. It's politics. All we have to do is have, alliance. Sign the MOU. They came to your town to... in fact, I will end it here. Peace. I love you all. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear.
Yeah. Check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan. Bloomington, Lord Logan. And it's wild Flora show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation. Ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.